What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel, Amelia Talks. Let's talk about it. So I have decided to go ahead and do the 92 Yankee series that I had talked about in a few videos ago. So I was kind of like hesitant and reluctant on talking about military things because I was getting the 3rd degree, and I'm not here for a pity party, but I just like helping other people, and I have tried my best to move past it. So I am going to start doing the 92 Yankee series. And if y'all don't understand what I'm talking about, basically, long story short, I was just getting, not really complaints, but I just had people coming up to me asking me about my videos, like, hey, you shouldn't be talking about this, you shouldn't be talking about that. And I guess some people feel like people that are in the military that's making videos about the military is trying to get a gain or personal gain from out of it, and that's not what I'm here to do. And also, I'm ready for work, so if you are wondering, I have a scarf on my head / do-rag, or hey, whatever you want to call it. I have that on my head right now. So just a little bit about me. My name is Amelia. I have been active duty Army for 16 years. I just recently crossed over to be a warrant officer. The rank that I was before I crossed over was a sergeant first class. I have been a PBO NCO. I have been a supply sergeant. I have done numerous amount of chain of command inventories, statement of charges, creating bombs, turning equipment, lateral transfers, and stuff like that. So this video, I'm going to do, like I said, a series, but today's video will be based off of the basics. If you are a 92 Yankee and you need to know the basics, because I don't want to, overwhelm y'all, because a lot of y'all just graduated AIT or y'all just getting to y'all first unit or whatever. So I want to start with the basics, and this is the main reason why I want to do a series, because I don't want to overwhelm y'all. Y'all probably got certificates that y'all don't even know where y'all put from when y'all graduated. Y'all probably trying to figure out when y'all can take leave and go see your family after graduating AIT, if you can afford it, and all of that stuff, right? So I'm here to talk about the basics. The basics we'll talk about, or what I will be talking about today in today's videos in regards to the basics, is your personal goals, your career goals, and the things that you need to do and have to be successful as a 92 Yankee running a supply room, or if you are in another MOS and they stuck you in the supply room, or if you are a private because your sergeant is not there, or your sergeant, went to a school, or your sergeant is on maternity leave because they had a baby, or whatever the reason is for why you are in that supply room. Even if your NCO is there, you need to know the basics, right? So first and foremost, have goals. Okay, so now you're finished in processing. You got your unit patch, you got your barracks room. The first thing you need to think about is your goals, okay? What kind of goals do you want to have in regards to being in the military? Do you want to just do 3 years, 4 years and get out? Because if that's the case, you need to have your personal goals, and you need to be working towards those goals while you are doing your 3 or 4 years, right? So some personal goals that you could have as a brand new enlisted soldier is: 1, start college. Go to college. The military will pay for you to go to college. Now, if you take a college course and you fail that course, you have to pay that money back. So just be mindful that if you're going to go to college, you have to take it serious. And that might not be, a short-term goal. It might be a long-term goal, because again, you're only trying to make this a 3 or 4 year career. And some of y'all might end up re-enlisting, which is good, which is great. That means you have more time to work on your personal goal. So yes, go to college, okay? The second thing, improve your GT score. The recruiters don't tell you how important it is for you to have a high GT score, right? So you go take the ASVAB and you like, boom, I'm picking out my job. I go to MEPS, I'm doing da-da-da-da. So this is what I want to do. But then once you get in, you start hearing people talking about something. Oh, I want to do this, and you can do this. You can go green to gold. You can go be a warrant officer. You can go to this type of organization. You can do this type of unit. But you can't do it, because every time you look at the requirements, it says that you have to have at least A110, right? I did like 2 or 3 videos on BCEP on how to improve your GT score. So that needs to be a goal as well. Not so much personal, but it's personal and military related in regards to your career, right? So improving your GT score. The third thing that I would say is save. You need to make sure that you're saving. So you might not want to save right away, and mentally you're just like, well, no, I need to buy this, I need to do this, I want to get a brand new car, I don't want to eat at the DFAT no more. But you need to save. Invest in a TSP. Nobody will tell you about a TSP until you go to some briefing or you might have heard about the briefing when you went through in processing, but again, you're probably overwhelmed with a lot of things. So make sure when you get to your unit, you talk to your NCO or you talk to somebody that you might have went through AIT with, like, hey, let's go ahead and start a TSP. Now, a TSP is basically you putting money to the side for when you retire, and it'll come out of your check every month. So if you're not saving as far as like every time you get paid, like $25 here, $50 here in your bank account in regards to your savings, at least invest and start a TSP. So that's another personal goal. So in regards to your personal goals, the first thing y'all need to do is go to school, improve your GT score, and you need to save, right? In regards to your career goals need to be about you getting promoted. So work on your promotion points, all right? Going to different schools, airborne school, air assault school. You also need to have a personal goal, not a personal goal, but you also need to have a career goal of abroad an assignment, like SFAB, or it's time for you to get looked at for Sergeant First Class and you going before that promotion board. They want to see that you have had abroad an assignment, whether you go to drill sergeant school, you be a recruiter. So those are just some things in regards to you having some career goals. And a personal goal that I forgot to mention was getting a credit card. Now, you can get a credit card through USAA or Navy Federal, because some of y'all are coming straight out of high school. Like I said, y'all, 19, 20, 21, or however old you are, you can still make it a personal goal to get a credit card. Try not to get one that's too high, and make sure that the interest rate is low. And that goes, in regards to these series, I'm gonna probably be talking about things in regards to like, hey, before you go purchase a vehicle, make sure you take your NCO with you. Before you take to go purchase a vehicle, make sure you go get some assistance from AER. They can give you some information. They can help you with the blue book value and all of that. So there are a lot of things that you can do as a soldier. And I'm just trying to talk about some of the things because I don't want to get off topic. But in regards to like another personal goal, get a credit card. So I talked about the personal goals. I talked about some career goals. Now, I'm going to talk to you about the things that you need to be doing throughout, or some of the things that you need to have as a 92 Yankee when you first start, go to work and you walk into your supply room. The first thing that you need to keep in mind is your office hours, okay? So on Mondays is motor pool maintenance, right? So when y'all come back from after lunch and it's 1300, don't open your supply room until like maybe 1330, 1400. Like, give yourself some time to decompress because you've been gone all morning at the motor pool. And as soon as you open your cage at 1300, you got people just coming in. Give yourself at least 30 minutes instead of having your office hours be from, as soon as motor pool maintenance is over and lunch is over. Instead of having your lunch be done at 1300, open your supply room at 1330. So your office hours shouldn't be 1300. Your office hours should be 1330. Give yourself like a 30-minute window to decompress and, like unwind. It's Monday. You had a long weekend. You probably had a great weekend. You probably had a 4-day. But you don't want to be bombarded with people coming in asking you for things right at 1300 because whatever the reason may be, right? So your office hours matter. The second thing you need to make sure you have in regards to the bases as being a 19 Yankee is G Army access, right? So make sure you do your SAR. Make sure once you do your SAR, you turn it into the S2. Make sure you turn it into the PBO and then ask the PBO for PBO access, because when you went to AIT, you should have already completed the G Army certifications and you should already have your certs. But if you don't have them, then make sure you go print them and give them to the PBO. That way you can gain G Army access, okay? The next thing you need to make sure you have is ASIP. Within ASIP, you're going to make sure that you download or put in the cart DST. You're going to put in parts tracker, and you're going to put in what's the other one? ETM. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm having a brain fart. So ETM. So in regards to ETMs, you will need TMs. Your platoon leaders will need TMs. Your platoon sergeants will need TMs. So make sure within ASIP you have ETM, which is TMs. You have DST. Now DSTs help you with tracking lateral transfers. They help you know which unit the lateral transfer is going to, the point of contact, whether it's the PBO, and just turn-ins or whatever the case may be. So you need to have DST. And then in regards to parts tracker, when you are ordering things through G Army and somebody is asking you the status of it, you just go to parts tracker, put in that Z Pro stat, you're going to copy that document number and you're going to put that document number in parts tracker, because if the commander or the SO or somebody is asking you like, hey, what's the status of this, and when was this part supposed to come in, or how long before this and how long before that, then you have parts tracker and you can provide a status. Okay, so within ASIP, those are the 3 apps, the most important apps that you need, which is, like I said, parts tracker, DST, and ETMs. But last but not least, you also need to have eFlipple access. So you just go to the eFlipple website, you basically register for an account, and then you let your supply sergeant know, or again, if you don't have a supply sergeant, you go let your S4, your battalion S4 know, or you let your brigade S4 know, like, hey, I registered for eFlipple and now I'm just pinning my access, can I get a status? And then that's pretty much what you need to have as soon as you start, working in your supply room. And this is just the basics. When I say the basics, this is the basics. And so again, I will be making 92 Yankee series and talking about whatever. And if y'all have any questions, then please feel free to leave them in the comments below. Again, I'm getting ready for work, so I apologize for having this scarf on my head, but I just did not want to not make this video because I'm on the go, and as soon as I get to work, that's it for me, and I don't know when I would have had time to record. So I'm, trying to get this video out. I know I have been talking about it for a while, so again, I apologize in advance. But if you have any questions, or if you need help with anything because you have already been in the supply room for months and you are struggling, or you feel like you need some advice or mentorship, then hit me up, leave me a comment down below, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Until next time, this is Amelia Talks. Let's talk about it. Peace.